activities, and the reason for my company name is I fix, sell, and rent golf carts up here in Huntsville, Ontario, Canada. And I'm also the extreme do-it-yourselfer. I've been renovating homes of my own and doing other stuff, and I thought, you know what, it's time to do some YouTubing, some product endorsement, and show you some things I've learned. Today, I'm installing these Armstrong resilient tile flooring. I don't like ceramic tile. It's cold and it's heavy for your floors. This is a lighter product. It's more flexible. This is an older home, so the floors aren't perfectly straight, and it installs quite nicely. And I'm the first one to complain when I find a bad product or lousy customer service. So I thought, you know what? It's also time to say some good things when I find a good product. These Armstrong tiles installed with glue, and you know what? Armstrong might not like how I do it, but I've had great success. They're a nice thick tile. I've used peel and stick before that you can grout, and these Armstrongs, this is the first time I'm using Armstrong. I use typical grout spacers to get my 1/8 inch grout lines, and it just does a beautiful job. So I want to give a shout out to Armstrong Tiles and say they're great. And you know what? Any old do-it-yourselfer can do it. If you can lay a ceramic tile, you can do this. Make sure you find square in your room, lay them out dry, so that you can see, oh crap, something doesn't work really well. So in this case, you can see I've laid a bunch, and I've got my glue laid, which has got to dry to where it won't make contact with your fingers, but I would recommend lots of rubber gloves that you can change, so when you do get glue on your hands, you don't get it on your new tiles. Anyhow, that's all for now, but we'll be looking at a lot of other products, and take care from Mark from Nailed It Activities and Golf Carts. To install this floor, first thing I recommend is a real tape measure that's standard on both sides. And these tiles are 24 1/8, and I use a Sharpie on the floor, but I never use that on the tile to mark my next laydown point. I am going with 1/8 of an inch grout line, and so I put my 2 spacers there, and you carefully take the tile, and you notice on the back a direction is marked. The reason the direction is marked is so you don't put it down the same way every time. It allows for a different pattern. I figured out how many boxes I needed for this room. I shuffled them so that the pattern is very random, and you don't want your tile to make full contact until you have it where you want it, because you don't want to be sliding your tile. And so I get my tile really close to exactly where I want it, and then I lay it down. I press it a little bit. Now, in a little while, I'll roll this with a 100-pound roller. We just keep working off center, which allows us to make sure that our cut tiles end up at the walls at all times and not in the way. When you look at the glue, you can see that there's a little bit of darker places, and that's because actually this floor wasn't perfectly level. I could have used a bit of floor leveler. Ideally, the glue won't stick to your glove, so that's when you know it's ready. So you can see some of this glue isn't quite ready, but we'll continue out from here as the glue becomes ready. Roll our floor. I like to let it dry for a minimum 72 hours before I grout it. So we'll just continue laying the floor, and we'll grout this another day. Talk to you later.